Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Diana, and this is what D does. So in the first half of this two-part series, I showed you a walkthrough of my everyday carry. This comes with me everywhere. It has my monthly, weekly, and daily planning in it. Second part of this series, I'm going to show you what I refer to as my reference notebook. This and this are always together. This one, of course, stays home. This comes with me, but I don't plan in this without having this. So I'm going to take you on a tour of this one. Let's go ahead and move my olive aside, and we shall bring in Giovanni. So this traveler's notebook is by Chic Sparrow. It's from the artist line, and the name of it is Giovanni. This is probably my favorite traveler's notebook. So opening her up, she does have the new style of the cascade pockets. Earlier I mentioned the color coding system that I am now utilizing. These are Tombos, and these are their associated color numbers if you want to go ahead and pick up any of these. In the pockets here, of course, I keep this color code, but I also keep my most grabbed or most reached for stickers. And then in here I have 4 inserts and 1 secretarial accessory pocket. First insert we have here is my notes, lists, and plans for 2021. So in here I have collections that are specific to 2021. Once this year is up, I will get a new notebook that's the same idea as this. So I do have it set up sort of bullet journal style, where I have my lists and their page numbers and an index in the front. That way I can easily find things, and I do utilize this quite a bit. First collection I have in here are lists that I want to add to my notebook system. Then I have a list of tasks that needs to be completed in 2021. Next I have a list of favorite outfit ideas while I was working retail. I wanted to be able to keep my outfits looking fresh. Didn't want to make the mistake of wearing the same thing in 1 week. So if I ever had a moment where I couldn't figure out what I wanted to wear, this was a nice list to kind of turn to of, okay, I know I like these outfits. Let me pull from these. Then I have a books read in 2021. This is a little behind because I've read an additional book beyond this one. List of TV shows and movies I want to watch this year. This is my mind map for getting moved to Ohio. Here I have a monthly self-care checklist where I was thinking of creating a monthly tracker for self-care. I kind of have utilized that in my monthly insert that I showed you in my previous part 1 of this series. Down here I have a list of liquid foods. In March I had my wisdom teeth removed, so I could only eat liquid foods, and I wanted to have a quick reference of what foods were okay to eat. List of video ideas. Let's see, here I have my reading color coding system, so I match this up with my e-reader so that if I have a note that I want to make up about the book, or if I have a quote I want to remember, something I didn't like about the book, I'll actually color code that so I remember why I highlighted it. Let's see, I was making a finance planner and had a checklist for that. Here are some Instagram hashtags that I like to incorporate in any post that I do. Here is a home wish list, different things I want to purchase for the apartment. These are my 2 fountain pen inks that I own. I just got into fountain pens, so I only have 2 inks right now. This is the Noodler's Color Pecan that I have in my pen that I featured in my previous video. And then this pen I use in a journal that I have. Last one in here is just a list of favorite dinners that I like to pull from, kind of keep things moving, that way we're not stuck eating the same thing every week. My next insert here is just a plain dot grid insert, and I use this for finance tracking and budgeting. I'm not going to show that on camera here simply because it's nothing very pretty. It's a lot of chicken scratch, a lot of crossing things off, and it's also pretty personal, so that's not something I feel like sharing with the world. or the, couple of people that watch my videos. But anyways, this is just a plain dot grid notebook. It's in ivory color, and I purchased this off of Amazon. Here is the first half of that pocket accessory. So I don't have anything in here. On the other side though, in these card slots, I have some coupon codes from shops that I've purchased. In here, I also have June's monthly insert. So I do kind of plan these a bit in advance. So I've gone ahead and set up the calendar, the habit tracker, and I believe that's it. But I like to work on this as I feel the desire to create come, right? So we're all busy. I don't have time to sit there and do all of this in one go. So I usually start about halfway through the current month, prepping for the next month's insert. This is the same type of insert from the previous insert. Right, here is that second half of the accessory pocket, and I think I just have some coupon codes in here as well. The last insert I have is my reference long-term tracker. So these are lists that don't have an end date. So in contrast, this book will end in 2021. So everything has to be done, doesn't merge into 2022 unless something changed, where this one can go infinitely for all the years to come. Let's see, here is a quote page. You might have seen this on my Instagram. And again, I have an index set up. The first couple of pages are just a perpetual calendar. So here I track anniversaries and birthdays for every month. That way I know what birthdays and anniversaries are coming up in the months ahead. Then I have an address book. Obviously I have all of the important information covered up, but pretty much I just have addresses, phone numbers, and email addresses. Now the actual information I write in pencil because addresses change, people move, people change phone numbers, and I want to be able to edit that as the years go on. Next I have a pretty in-depth monthly reflection. I found this on Pinterest. If I can find the article, I'll have it linked down below, but this is like a deep dive analysis of your current mental state, your health, your personal life, that sort of thing. I don't use this every month, but there are months where I need to kind of do a reset, and I'll pull from this to kind of figure out where I'm needing help. Let's see, it's on 2 pages. Now these 2 sections I came up with myself. So the original post only went to about here, and these I incorporated because I felt they were lacking. They weren't getting touched on in that previous layout design. Next I have a weekly reflection. Again, I'll have this article, if I can find it, listed down below. I would love to do a daily reflection. I just haven't taken the time to figure out what that looks like for me. Next I have a self-care page. So if I'm ever having a really bad day, or if I need to just take some time to myself and put some energy back into me, I will pull from here to get ideas of what I want to do for that day to kind of regroup and reset my mind. Let's see, next I have a bill log where I just have 1 through 31 written out, and then what bills are due on those days. Again, I have this written in pencil because bills change due dates, bills get canceled, new bills get added, and I wanted to be able to edit that. Next I have a battery log where I have the item, the type of battery, and how many batteries it takes. And then we go into my book inventory. So on here I have all of my audiobooks, which are listed in A's, ebooks, which are E's, and then P for physical book. And this is where I keep track of what I've read, what I haven't read, and these are just the books that I own. So I have the format, if I've started the book, and then if I've finished the book. And then I believe, yeah, I have a whole blank spread left for that. After that, I have a sizing converting chart. So this chart allows you to take something that is a letter size printable and shrink it down to whatever size you need. I first discovered this from, I think it was Planning Annie, but the actual chart is from momenvy.co. Again, I'll have it listed down below. Here is my color coding system. So these colors come straight from Google Calendar, which is where I do most of my forward planning. And then these colors were just incorporated into my monthly and weekly planning. Now, I have gone ahead and created a new color code, as you saw here, simply because I got burnt out on these colors. I've been using this color coding system for years, and I was just ready to see some different colors. Next, I have a whole KonMari method insert layout. Like I said, I moved from St. Louis, Missouri to Ohio, and I had to go through and get rid of a lot of stuff to be able to make that move, so I used this a lot. Lastly, I just have a prescription tracker. So my cat has a lot of prescriptions he has to take, medications, and then I as well. So I have listed out who it's for, what it is, and then the prescription number. And that is it for my reference notebook. In the back secretarial pocket here, I have the Tombow printout colors, so I can just remember what colors I have, and then the names of them or the numbers of them. And I guess the last thing to cover is just my pen loop, or my pen. Papermate Inkjoy Gel, size 7. This is like my #1 go-to pen. Most of my writing in black ink, not all my writing in black ink, is gonna be this pen. It's just reliable, it's comfortable, it's just my favorite. Alright, well, that is it for the second part of this series. Like I said, I use this reference notebook alongside my everyday traveler's notebook, which is currently the Olive Travelers Company Traveler's Notebook. Thank you so much for coming to see this part 2 in this 2-part series. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to give it a like, leave a comment down below, let me know what you're currently using and loving. Follow me on Instagram and all the things. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.